were all daughters of Devadasis themselves. She realized the ills that were there in it, and they brought in the bill, and Nalamuthu Ammal was her sister, and she was one of the principals of the Queen Mary's College. And she lived in that property. There's a very interesting story which I'll tell you just a short distance from here. But somewhere in this area, which I'm not able to place exactly the certitude, were the houses of people like C.S. Iyer. C.S. Iyer was the Accountant General of the Greater India Peninsula Railway, GIP. And his brother was Sir C.V. Raman, the Nobel laureate. And C.S. Iyer had a bungalow on this road called Chandra Vilas. And after retirement, he came down here and he was a violinist. He was one of the pillars of the Music Academy. A man who expressed his opinion in a very violent fashion for everything connected with music. And because the family was obsessed with mathematics and physics, he wrote a number of books on the harmonics of Indian music, deriving them into fractions and all that. And somebody dismissed the whole thing, saying that he was a megalomaniac obsessed with mathematical fractions. And nobody understood what he was doing. But he was a heckler at the Music Academy. If he didn't like somebody's speech, if he didn't like somebody's music, he would have made no bones about standing up and making a rude speech about it on the spot. And the man with whom he fought continuously was T. Chowdaya. Chowdaya, the violinist who had a 7-stringed violin as opposed to the general 4 strings, he used to let out a terrific noise. And between them, they used to fight on every count about the violin, about music. And Chowdaya once turned around and said, "Have you composed a single varnam in your life? What do you know about music?" Whereupon C.S. Iyer said something very vulgar. Whereupon Chowdaya lifted his violin and came to hit him, and the academic meeting had to be adjourned. This was in 1942 during the war years. Academy was in very bad financial state at that time. They used to operate